Hello, my name is Judy. Welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. Well, football season is here, so I thought today I would share with you 5 easy and delicious dips that will also work great for game day. So come join us. This first dip is one of our favorites. It's a sausage Rotel cream cheese dip. It only requires 3 ingredients. And so we're going to use a pound of ground sausage, and we're just going to let that brown. Now, if you like things a bit spicy, go ahead and use the spicy sausage. Today, I'm just going to use mild. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper the sausage. Now that our sausage is good and brown, and there's no extra grease in our pan, we're going to go ahead and add our next ingredient, which is just 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. So we're just going to dump that in our pan and mix it in. Now it's going to look like it's a little too runny, but it's going to be just fine. Now time for our last ingredient, which is cream cheese. You can add anywhere from 8 to 12 ounces. Today I'm adding 12 ounces. And we're just going to stir that in and let that melt and incorporate well into the dip. And that is literally it. This dip is great with corn chips or tortilla chips. It is good with anything. We absolutely love it. Now it is better hot. And so I have a little mini crock pot that when I have this dip, I normally serve it in. It's such a wonderful dip. And it comes together really quickly. I've decided it needs just a little extra pepper to finish it off. And so now all that's left for me to do is pour it into my dish. Since I'm not serving it right this hot minute, I'm going to go ahead and pour it into this dish and save it for later. However, when I do get ready to serve it, I will put it in my mini crock pot so it'll stay nice and hot. So I hope this is a dip you will try. Now our next dip is a corn dip, and we're going to start off by using 2 cans of canned corn. You do want to drain the liquid out of the corn before you add it to your bowl. Then our next ingredient, we're going to add 8 ounces of cubed sharp cheddar cheese. Some people shred it. I like it in little cubes. We're also going to add 4 ounces of sour cream and 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. We're just going to get that all scooped out. You're going to need about 2 tomatoes diced. And then next we'll add a bunch of green onions chopped and 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Just drizzle that on top. And now we're going to add 1 medium green pepper. I prefer mine diced. And then we're just going to mix this all up together. Now you just want to make sure you salt and pepper to taste. So I've decided it needs a bit more salt and pepper, so I'm just adding that now. And then I'll mix that back in. And that's it. Your corn dip. So delicious. Now our next dip is a favorite. It's a hot wing dip, and you've probably made it. But I cannot do a dip for game day without talking about hot wing dip. So I'm using 1 chicken that's been shredded, already cooked, and 5 ounces of Frank's buffalo wing hot sauce. I'm going to mix that together and let it marinate. My oven is already preheating at 350 degrees. Once this is mixed up, I'll set it aside and mix our 2 packages of cream cheese. It will take me a minute to get them in the bowl, but they're already softened and room temperature. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of dry ranch dip mix powder. And we're just going to mix this together. And this will be our bottom layer for our hot wing dip. So first we have our casserole dish, and we're just going to use some nonstick spray. I'm using avocado oil spray. We're going to spray that in our pan. And then we're going to put our cream cheese mixture as the bottom layer. And just spread that evenly in the pan. Almost got it. It's a little tricky to spread with the nonstick spray, but it works out okay. Just be a little patient with it. And now we're going to add our marinated chicken. We're going to add that all in and then spread it out evenly. It's already smelling so good. Now we just need our final layer, and that's just cheese. We're going to add about 2 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using pepper jack and medium cheddar. One of the great things about this dip is it's only 5 ingredients. Now we're going to place it in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes. You want to bake it until it's hot and bubbly, and then it will be ready to serve. So it's been 30 minutes, and there it is. It is so good. I have to say, it's another one of my favorites. If for some reason you've never had this dip, do give it a try. Now our next dip is a dill pickle dip. For this dip, you only need 2 ingredients, cream cheese and dill pickles. I'm going to use 2 8-ounce packages of room temperature cream cheese and about 9 baby whole dill pickles that I'm going to chop up in my mini Ninja. I'm just going to chop those up and add those into the cream cheese. Give it a good mix. Add maybe a touch more of pickle juice. Stir it all up, and it is ready to serve. And if you've never tried it as a condiment on a hamburger, it's a must. Now this is the first time I'm making this last dip. It's a cheddar bacon dip, also known as crack. So I'm using 8 ounces of sour cream. And now I'm adding about 1.5 ounces of real bacon bits that I've cooked. And about 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And I'm just going to mix this together. This dip only has 4 ingredients. And as I'm getting ready to pour this in my serving dish, I've realized I've forgotten the last ingredient. So now I'm adding 1 tablespoon of ranch dip mix powder. And I'm just going to mix that into the rest of the dip in my serving dish. And it's ready to serve with tortilla chips, corn chips, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to add a little salt and pepper on top and a little sprinkle of cheese just to make it look prettier. And it will go in the refrigerator until it's ready to serve. I hope you give some of these recipes a try. If so, let me know what you think. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.